Hey, it's me back here again with my buddy Farmall 560 Lover. He's the one rolling the footage right now.
Yep.
Talk about this tractor right here. It's currently in a process of getting ready to be overhauled. It's an International 584. This is another important tractor to me. My grandpa bought this tractor back in 1985, I do believe, brand new, brand spanking new. It's a first tractor they ever bought that was brand new and not currently previously owned. Make a long story short with this piece of equipment right here is, I was scraping the barnyard. We had a dairy farm at the time up in southern Wisconsin, and we got a nasty rain, and I was doing my morning chores scraping the barnyard, and we had a pretty nasty rain come down that night and through the next morning, and the barnyard's covered in water, and I was giving her some heck trying to get it cleaned out before all the manure got swept away and went out to where it wasn't supposed to go. And make a long story short, I ended up getting the job done, and even though something wasn't acting right, but I just had to keep going and get it done, and had a white milky foam coming out of the oil dipstick over there, and it appeared that water had gotten down in there somehow, and I couldn't quite figure it out. I didn't, and the tractor still run just fine, but again, had a lot of white frothy stuff boiling out the top, and thought maybe some rainwater somehow got down in there and just wasn't acting right. But anyhow, after I shut her off, she really wouldn't start for me again, and I didn't really want to push it too much, so I'm in the process of trying to get it overhauled. What I assume happened was a seal inside the block had cracked or something, and I drained some of the oil out, and the first stuff that come out when I drained the oil was black engine oil. I'm sorry, was a greenish water, and that indicates to me that there's something definitely going on there. Antifreeze and everything else should not be in there, so that tells me there's a crack inside that block and water's getting mixed in. So anytime you have that white frothy stuff coming out of your oil dipstick, you let her sit. Oil likes to float. Drain that oil pan. You get any kind of antifreeze or water coming out first, followed by your oil. That is usually a good indicator that you've got some major problems inside that block. So here she sits, and going to have my buddy Farmall 560 Lover give me a hand doing this, and as you can see right here, it's a perfect example of the white creamy substance down in there. That's what happens when you get water in your oil, right there. So as I was saying, it is an International, and I tell you right now, with that major problem, it still did its job until it was done, and then she decided to whine about it after she broke and got her job done. Other tractors out there, they would have whined about it a lot sooner and not finished her job. So
It is a diesel, correct?
correct. It is an International diesel 584.
Do you know what motor's in it?
Off the top of my head, no, I do not. I did research that information. I called in the serial number and I got all that information, and I've got it written down, and off the top of my head I cannot remember. This is the first tractor I learned how to drive. I could tell you many stories about this tractor as well. It has seen its time in the field, and it shifts like a dream. You can drive it like a little Ford Escort and haul ass down the road if you want. So,
What kind of jobs did you have this tractor do on your dairy?
Its main job, originally it had a front end loader on this tractor, and it was used for basically loading the manure spreader, cleaning out some of the barn. It had a really nice front end loader on it. We eventually took it off because we invested in a 1845C case skid steer, and that pretty much took the job over of having to use the front end loader on this tractor. So this tractor pretty much just got used for scraping the barnyard, and did a lot of raking with it. It's a nice little compact tractor, and it handles the rake quite nice.
About a 60 horse tractor.
Yeah. It handled the rake quite nicely. Other than that, you know, when we baled small square bales, we did it for maneuvering some of the. It was a nice little tractor to back up the wagons of small squares up into the barn. You can drive. This tractor is a lot easier to do that with. That, and it was pretty much like almost like the little tugboat tractor. It did all the hauling back and forth, picking up just the hay wagons with a bunch of small squares on it, and running it back and forth. It was pretty much a little workhorse. But we tended a lot of hay with it, raked a lot of hay with it, and I learned how to drive a tractor with it, and I learned how to drive a standard with it pretty much. I got pretty good at shifting gears driving down the road.
Now, are these the original hours, the 2,790
Correct.
low-hour tractor?
Correct.
Other than the paint chipping off, it really doesn't seem like it's in too bad a shape.
No. Nope. It's a good little tractor. That's why it's still here and it's not in the junkyard. It's worth overhauling. This tractor was purchased from Sterling Farm Equipment out of Sterling, Ohio. Little town of Sterling. You blink, you miss it. Little town that everybody knows everybody. So,
Kind of neat. This tractor was bought the same year that International was bought out by Case.
you know, another nice thing I like to mention about this tractor is in our heifer facility, there was a couple spots in there that only a smaller tractor was designed to back up into and to clean it all out and to get it barn scraped out. We had free stalls in our heifer facility at the time, and it was just the right deal for backing up in there and getting spun around. And like I said, it's a nice little compact tractor, and it was about 2,000 hours on it, you say?
About 3, I think,
About
almost.
3. Well, probably 1,500 of those I spent sitting right here with my grandpa sitting right here, and the second half of them hours is me sitting right there. So, but
Well, guys, you know me, Farm All 560 Lover. I'm helping him out with this new channel. Please subscribe to him. Maybe we'll try to keep tractor videos going for him. And
as he had just mentioned, my good buddy Farm All 560 Lover, we got plans on tearing into this tractor and having it be a good little summer project for us, and maybe we can get some good footage of start to finish on it if we can get things in order and get the time to do it between hay season and just general chores in general.
and me still working on the H.
Yeah. So,
This shouldn't take too long. Just pull the motor and send it to the machine shop and get overhauled.
but, I'm thinking that was pretty much about it. I talked about it anyways. Yeah. So, I guess that'd be all. Have a good one.